When you're lying in bed for days on end, one of the hardest things to fight off isn't just the physical illness, it's the mental noise. You start thinking about all the things you feel like you're missing out on. You think about your friends hanging out without you, the work piling up on your desk, the chores in your house that are just sitting there undone. Your brain tries to convince you that because you're standing still, the rest of your life is somehow falling apart. But I need you to hear this, and I need you to really let it sink in. Nothing is falling apart. The world is incredibly resilient, and your life is going to be sitting right there waiting for you, completely intact. When you're ready to come back to it, the emails do not matter right now. The laundry does not matter. The plans you had to cancel do not matter. The only thing that matters is this exact moment, and that is you, and giving yourself the grace to just hit pause. There is a strange, quiet beauty in being forced to stop. If you allow yourself to see all the massive, complicated problems you were stressing about last week suddenly don't seem so important. Your priorities shrink down to the absolute purest, simple of things. A glass of cold water, a fresh pillowcase, the comfort of a heavy blanket, the sound of rain hitting the window, or the quiet hum of a fan in the corner of the room. It strips away all the complicated layers of being an adult and brings you right back to the basic of just being a human. If you're in a hospital right now, or if you are in an isolated room, I know the nights can feel unbelievably long. When the lights go out and the world gets quiet, the isolation can feel heavy. We spend so much of our lives moving at maximum speed. We wake up to alarms, we rush out the door, we answer messages, we solve problems, and we constantly look ahead to whatever the next challenge is going to be. We're so deeply conditioned to be useful. We're taught from a very young age that our value as humans comes from what we can produce, how we can help, and what we can accomplish in a day. But when you're lying in a bed, sick and exhausted, all of that gets completely stripped away. And I think that is exactly why it feels so uncomfortable and isolating for us. We literally do not know how to just be. We feel intensely guilty when our hands are empty, when our calendars are cleared, and when we are doing absolutely nothing. But I really need you to hear this tonight, and I need you to let it sink in. You're not a machine. Your worth is not tied to how many emails you answered today, or how tough you looked, or how much work you get done. Your worth is inherent. You deserve to be cared for, and you deserve to rest. Simply because you're here, being sick is one of the very few things and times in an adult life where the universe physically steps in, hits the brakes, and tells you that it is time to stop. It forces you to look at the ceiling and realize that your well-being is the very foundation of your entire world. Without your health, everything else, the jobs, the money, the social obligation, it all just fades into the background. It doesn't matter. So please, whatever you do not try to rush this recovery. I know exactly how tempting it is to want to sprint back out into the noise the very second you start feeling even slightly better, just to prove to yourself and others that you aren't falling behind. Do not do that. Give your body the actual uninterrupted time it is begging for. If there are people in your life who are trying to check in on you right now, drop your pride and let them care for you. Let them bring you soup. Let them pick you up medicine. Let them help. And if it is just you in that room tonight, and the silence of the house is starting to feel a little bit too loud, that is exactly why I made this video. You're not as alone as you feel. We're just hanging out, keeping the quiet at bay together. When the sun comes up tomorrow, you're going to be one step closer to feeling exactly like yourself again. But for right now, there's absolutely nowhere else you need to be. There's not a single other thing you need to accomplish or worry about. The world outside that window will keep spinning perfectly fine on its own for a few days without you. It will be there waiting for you when you're actually ready. Alright, I'm logging off for the day, man. I'm really glad we just hang out here for a little bit.